I am jumping straight into today's video. This piece was a Facebook Marketplace find. It's actually the matching dresser to a dresser that I did a few weeks ago. This is the low boy, and I already did the tall boy, or the chest, and I did a dry brushing on that one. Well, this one is getting its own complete look. So if you want to see how I do that, stick around. Let's get into it. It's been a minute since I've said that. Like I said, I wanted to do a completely different look to this. No matter the look, right, you guys, whether you're painting walls or you're painting furniture, you always want to make sure you clean it. So that's what I am doing. Oh, did I say my name is Sarah? For new people, hello, my name is Sarah. I am a furniture painter and I love painting furniture, restoring furniture, all the things. So this piece, okay, I had a vision, not of somebody else's furniture, but I had a vision of somebody else's artwork, and I wanted to recreate that on this dresser. So I wanted to do a blended look on the bottom, and this, I wanted to do this on top, and I'll show you guys a picture of it. This is somebody's artwork that I found on Pinterest, and I was so inspired by it. I wanted to take it and do my own spin on this dresser. So I'm sanding back the top to bare wood, scraping back in places, and I actually finished sanding with a 80 grit on this one. I want a gritty finish. This was the look that I was going for, grungy and gritty. A little different this time. I'm not going for a smooth look. I did just do 100 grit to get it back to the wood, but now I'm going down to 80 grit. I do want textured, but I have left squiggles, so I want to get those out. I was removing the drawer fronts or the finish on the drawer fronts, because I wanted to go in and do a similar look that I was going to do on the top. I wanted it on the drawer fronts as well. I'm going in with Sloan using her natural bristle brush, the small oval, and Honfleur and a chip brush. So I'm just going straight in, you guys, stippling, cross-hatching, throwing all the things that I know how to do at this piece to get some really beautiful thick texture on there. The finish on this piece, okay, was in really good shape. I did not need to do a primer on it because I wasn't worried about bleed through at all. So that's what the Honfleur is acting as, right? It's acting as my primer, but it's giving me texture, unlike what primer does. It is giving me a great base that is textured for my next layer. Now, I have to tell you at this point, I end up changing my mind on this piece as I went along. There were a couple of things that happened that you'll see in a minute that completely changed the direction of this piece, but at this point I'm going in, getting texture on there for the design that I had in mind. And even though I end up changing direction, the base coat on this one in the Sloan Honfleur worked really well for the final look. I'm using DIY paint in weathered wood for the top. Also using a sponge. It's a damp sponge. I want it darker. Thought about darkening with wax, but I need to protect. I'm going to protect this with a top coat. So top coat, water-based top coat over wax won't work. So this here now is a dry line, but the great thing about DIY paint is that it activates and you can't see the line anymore. Okay, just going like that to get it on there. This is not an exact science. My water. I don't want my sponge to dry out too much. Okay, so if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen I posted over there, tried to do a paint wash with DIY paint, and that there's some sort of oil or something in the wood. Alright you guys, looks like there's oil stains on top. So I tried oxalic acid, didn't work. I tried mineral spirits, can't say that word apparently. See if we can get some of that oil out. If I can't get it out, I'm gonna have to change what I'm gonna do to the top. It didn't work either. I was talking to my friend Mel over on the Colored Caboose Creations. She has her own channel as well. She's amazing. And she suggested doing full strength of a TSP. So I did that. And it lightened it some, definitely. But I don't think I'm going to get it all out completely. So I've decided to pivot. So right here you see me painting beige over the grey. This was going to be my original plan, where I did a blending, sort of a smoky look over the whole dresser, and that could have worked, but because I couldn't do what I wanted to on the top, I just decided to change the whole direction of the piece. So I'm just going in with a beige paint that I got from Lowe's for $7.99. I've used it in other makeovers. I still had a fair bit left, and just decided to go in and paint the base of the dresser in this beige color. I ended up painting over, I did 2 coats of the clear shellac on these drawer fronts, let that dry, gave it a scuff sand, came over it with the Sloan Honfleur, let that dry, and was ready to paint the entire dresser. Because again, my vision for this piece completely changed. Second coat. It ended up only needing 2 coats, which was fantastic. I wanted the inside of these hidden drawers to match the top, so I'm sanding back everything to their wood. The wood grain is gorgeous on this and will look spectacular whitewashed.
Alrighty, laser girl wash. Covering it in water. Same paint and brush that I did the rest of the dresser. Light coat. And then I just wipe it back.
all that was done and I was letting it dry, I had this paper from Target. It is fabulous. So I am just putting it on the inside of the doors as a little surprise, a little something special. Okay, I want to say a huge thank you. I say it in next week's video because I actually filmed both of these videos at the same time. Thank you so much, Sandra. She got me this spray tent, you guys. I feel so official. I have a spray gun, now I have a spray tent, and it's massive. I am so glad. I did not know I was getting this when I rearranged my shop, and I'm so glad that I rearranged my shop because when I put this guy up, it is massive. So I'm just going in with my sprayer and putting a coat of Minwax in ultra clear flat, and I end up doing 3 coats on the top and 2 coats on the body. I always do an extra on the top because it's just good practice, keeps it a little more waterproof. All right, you guys, here's the before. Remember what it looked like? How many feathers are we gonna ruffle with me painting this? A lot, I could tell you. Thomasville dresser in really good shape. Ta-da! This is the finished piece. I am in love with the top. It looks so good. I am glad I went through the effort to sand it back. The end result, even though it wasn't what I wanted originally, it still ended up being a beautiful piece of furniture. But wait, there's more. Okay, the dresser in the first shot of the after was the after 1.0. This is now the after 2.0. This dresser was sitting here for a couple of days, and I'm in and out, right? Through the door behind you guys, into my garage, and I kept looking at it and I was like, you know what, it's missing something. Because of all the detailing, it really needed depth. So I put wax all over the front and around the edgings of the side. And that's exactly what this dresser needed. It needed to show off the detailing. I didn't want to fill in the holes and re-drill new holes, so I got my go-to adjustable pulls on this in sort of a brassy rose gold, and I love it, love it. The packaging was damaged on Amazon, so I got a bit of a deal as well on those. I'm very happy about that. Comment below, let me know what you guys thought. Next week's piece is a set of nightstands. That was a really hot summer. And I'm also used to going to the beach when it's a hot summer. Like when it's really hot, oh yeah, we all pack it up and just go to the beach. So, but anyway, in a few months' time I'll probably be complaining about having to wear 6 layers and be back wishing it was summer again. But anyway, these guys are up next. I hope I see you guys on that video. A way in which you can get notified is if you hit subscribe and that bell notification, and you'll should be automatically notified when I upload that video. And if you would like to get a sneak peek of the video before everybody else, you can join my membership, and there are some other benefits to membership as well. I want to say thank you so much for the birthday love. I had the best birthday week. It started when you guys all wished me a happy birthday on that hot pink piece. Thank you so much. I am promised a nap and dinner, and check. That is a perfect birthday to me. I don't have to cook and I get a nap. You guys, I love you so much. I hope that you know that. Thank you very much for the support and love and the follows, and I just am very grateful. I am one grateful Aussie. I hope I see you on next week's piece. Bye, you guys.